Try it right now. Run your fingers along the side of your own ribcage. Press lightly on the sole of your own foot. Drag your fingernails slowly across your own palm. Nothing. No laughter. No involuntary flinching. No sensation that even remotely resembles what happens when someone else does the exact same thing to the exact same spot on your body. The touch is identical. The location is identical. And yet the experience is completely different. One produces a reaction you cannot control. The other produces almost nothing at all. This is not a minor curiosity. This is one of the clearest windows into how your brain actually works. And the answer to why you cannot tickle yourself reveals something that most people spend their entire lives never knowing about the machinery running inside their own skull. Your brain is not a passive receiver of information. It is not sitting inside your skull waiting for sensations to arrive and then deciding what to do with them. It is doing something far more active than that. At every moment, your brain is generating a continuous stream of predictions about what is about to happen, what you are about to see, what you are about to hear, what you are about to feel. And every time you make a movement, any movement, lifting a finger, shifting your weight, reaching for something, your brain sends a copy of that movement command to the sensory systems before the movement even happens. Neuroscientists call this a corollary discharge, a forward model, a prediction sent in advance. The purpose of this system is efficiency. If your brain had to fully process every single sensation your body generates, it would be overwhelmed within seconds. Every footstep would require conscious attention. Every blink would need to be registered as an event. Every gust of wind against your skin would demand processing. So the brain developed a shortcut. Before the sensation arrives, the brain already knows what sensation is coming because it sent the command that caused it. And it cancels out the predicted sensation before it reaches conscious awareness. The expected gets filtered. Only the unexpected gets through. When you reach out and touch your own ribcage, your brain sent the movement command. It generated a precise prediction of exactly what that touch would feel like. The pressure, the location, the speed, the texture. When the actual sensation arrives, it matches the prediction almost perfectly. The brain compares them, finds no discrepancy, flags the sensation as expected, and suppresses its impact. You feel something, but the something is muted, filtered, reduced to almost nothing. When someone else touches your ribcage, your brain had no advance warning. It sent no movement command. It generated no prediction. The sensation arrives without any prior model to compare it against. The brain cannot cancel what it did not predict. And the full weight of the unexpected sensation hits your sensory system unfiltered, producing the involuntary response that nobody can stop once it starts. The involuntary nature of tickling is the key detail. You cannot decide to be tickled by yourself. You cannot choose to experience the sensation as ticklish even if you try. People have attempted to trick their own brains, closing their eyes, using their non-dominant hand, trying to move their fingers unpredictably, trying to generate surprise. None of it works reliably, because the problem is not that your brain knows which hand is moving. The problem is that your brain generates the intention to move before the movement happens, and that intention is what triggers the prediction that cancels the sensation. You cannot move your own hand without first intending to move it, and the intention is the thing that gives the system advance warning. This is what the Tickle experiment reveals about the brain that nothing else reveals quite so cleanly. Your brain is not reacting to the world. It is predicting the world. And it is so committed to this predictive mode that it actively suppresses the sensations it expects to arrive before they arrive, in order to preserve its processing capacity for the things it did not predict. This is the system that makes your voice sound different on a recording than it does inside your own head. The version of your voice that you hear while speaking is partially canceled by a prediction your brain sent before you spoke. The recording plays back the sound without the cancellation. So you hear something that sounds unfamiliar, slightly wrong, like a voice that belongs to someone who sounds like you but isn't quite you. It is the same system that makes it difficult to see your own typing errors. Your brain generated the intention to type a word. That intention created a prediction of the correct word appearing. When you read back what you wrote, Your brain compares what is on the page against the prediction, and in many cases sees the prediction rather than the actual text. Someone else reading your work has no prediction to compare against. They see what is actually there. In 1998, neuroscientist Sarah Blakemore and her colleagues at University College London designed a robot tickling experiment to investigate this mechanism directly. They built a device that allowed participants to control a robotic arm, which would then tickle their palm, but with a controllable delay between the participant's movement and the robot's touch. When there was no delay, the self-generated tickle felt like a self-tickle. Almost nothing. When a delay was introduced, even as short as 200 milliseconds, the tickle became significantly more ticklish. And as the delay increased, the sensation became more and more like being tickled by someone else. The longer the gap between the movement command and the resulting sensation, the less accurately the brain's prediction matched the actual input. And the greater the discrepancy, the stronger the response. The experiment demonstrated that ticklishness is not about who is touching you. It is about whether the touch was predicted. The prediction is everything. Remove the prediction and the sensation becomes real. Keep the prediction accurate and the sensation disappears. There is one more layer that most people find strange when they first hear it. The part of the brain most heavily involved in generating these movement predictions and canceling expected sensations is the cerebellum, a dense, tightly folded structure at the back of the brain that most people associate only with coordination and balance. The cerebellum is not just managing your posture and your movements. It is running a continuous forward model of your own body in space, predicting every sensation your body is about to experience before it experiences it, and deciding what to suppress and what to let through. It is the gatekeeper between what your body encounters and what your consciousness actually receives. You are not experiencing the world directly. You are experiencing a filtered version of it, edited in real time by a system that decides, before the sensation even arrives, whether it is worth your attention. And the clearest proof of this sits in the fact that you cannot make yourself laugh by touching yourself. That inability is not a limitation. It is a glimpse into the architecture. The brain decided the sensation was not surprising enough to matter. And the brain is almost always right.